Good morning, dear students. I, Vijayalakshmi, your teacher of English, welcome you all to this video. Today we are going to read the chapter Two Stories About Flying. This chapter has two parts. Part 1 is his first flight. Let me tell you about this first. This is the story of a young seagull. The young seagull's native flight and the miraculous safe landing of a pilot include the common elements of risk, reluctance, courage, and success. So, this is about two stories about flying. The first story, his first flight, is about a young seagull. It is a magnificent story about courage and self confidence. It is a true parable about overcoming fears of life. Fear is the most negative feeling that blocks one's progress. One can conquer it with courage and sincere effort. And the same we are going to know in this story, his first flight. So come on, let's continue. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. Ledge here is a narrow horizontal shelf projecting from a wall, or here a cliff. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sisters had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. The great expanse of the sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. Now you see a young seagull who is sitting alone on a ledge. He was trying to muster up his courage to fly for the first time. The previous day, his sister and his two brothers had already learned to fly. But he was afraid to fly, and thus he just looked on quietly. Whenever he tried to the brink of the ledge to attempt to flap his wings, the vast stretch of sea below terrified him. He was not confident that his wings would support him, so he rushed back to his hole under the ledge and slept for the night. His first flight. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take the plan which appeared to him so desperate. His father and mother had come around, calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. Now, here, he was not confident that his wings would support him, so he rushed back to his hole under the ledge and slept for the night. He could not gather the courage to take the jump in spite of the fact that he had seen his brothers and sisters rush to the brink and fly away smoothly. Even the encouraging words of his parents, their yelling, their scolding, failed to make him fly, because He could not believe own on his on his wings. He felt that he could not jump. It was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. He had, in fact, seen his older brother catch his first herring. Herring is the name of a fish, and devour it standing on a rock while his parent circled around, raising a proud cackle. Here, his first flight. In this, his refers to that young seagull who was very scared and thinking that his wings would not support him while he would fly. After some time, the baby seagull's parents felt frustrated and went away. All through the day, he watched his parents teach his brother and sisters the fine art of flying, swimming, diving for fish. He watched his elder brother catch his first herring, a fish, and swallow it. The parents circled around him, cackling proudly. They motivating his brother for catching herring and swallow it. And he was watching each and everything, the happiness of his brother, the happiness of his parents.